Alrighty. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, gals and pals, holes and poles. Hopefully you guys can hear me. No, I'm not coming through. Test, test, test. Is there no? Just my luck. Oh, there we go. I think it is now working. Hopefully. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. It should be working. Why do I not hear anything? Oh my god. I am such a fool. Well, I don't think I was going through anyways, but I didn't have my earbud in. Hopefully. Can I hear myself now? I don't think I was going through anyways. I'll have to listen back on the replay now. I didn't see the auxiliary. I didn't see the audio auxiliary going up and down the mic / auxiliary, but I couldn't hear myself afterwards either. So, all right, let's just do that again. All right, fresh start. I've been spent the last 5. Let's see, no. I've been up since 11, and I've been editing since then. So I took a shower for the last half hour, so or been doing other. I wasn't in the shower the whole time, but so like probably like 7.5 hours editing videos and stuff. So I'm brain's a little cooked. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, gals and pals, holes and poles. Welcome back. I am your host, the Armchair Grump, and we're playing some more Final Fantasy 16 today. Glad to be coming back to this. I've been enjoying it quite a bit recently. The last stream, I was really starting to get into it. I don't know. It's been very cinematic and quite enjoyable for me. Surprisingly, it looks like it's starting to open up a little bit in certain areas. I'm hoping that we can revisit some of these areas because it feels like there's some areas that I haven't been able to fully explore. And but the story though has started to really grasp at me, and it has a touch of that Final Fantasy 15 feel. It's really going for the, I don't want to say over the top, but it feels, I like what it's doing, but I'm really hoping that it'll allow me to go back and see some of these areas, because it feels like there's some of the areas where there was places it looked like I could go, but I just didn't, because of the story, I wasn't able to fully delve into them. There was like open areas and fields and stuff. And there was like gates and doorways, or like gateways and stuff that weren't open, but it looks like maybe there's paths I could head down later. Not sure. So, all right. Yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into it. Bada bing, bada boom. So a little refresher. Our pal, friend lady, I can't remember her name, but she woke up, and that was at the very end. But we also dealt with Benedicta, both in her humanish form, her not her dominant form, but her like magic-y form. I don't know what they want to call it. Her like touched form. I don't know what you call it. Touched by the icons. Then she became a complete, then she became a dominant. I don't think she was a dominant beforehand, technically. I think she had a source of the magic similar to, well, there's those that are blessed by them, right? Blessed by the icons, and they can use some of the magic. Then there's their dominance that can fully transform. And I don't think she was one of those. I don't think she was a dominant similar to Cid. And so, and I could be wrong, but I don't know why she wouldn't have transformed earlier. Like she wouldn't have she would have like, if she really wanted to kill our character or something earlier on, it feels like she would have fully transformed and dealt with both Sid and our character, which, you know, I'm actually forgetting our character's name. Clive. And then we also got a little taste of this character. Well, we also found out that, of course, that Clive is the other icon of fire, which it's interesting. They were trying to like kind of make you feel like he wasn't, which I can understand why he felt like he wasn't, because but like the presentation of like he was like, I don't know what he was seeing then, really. Like, what was he seeing through the eyes of? I guess he wasn't seeing through the eyes of the beast, right? Because he was like seeing like a representation outside of the body. I don't know why he was corporeal at the moment. I don't know if they corporeal when they can like transform, or are they seen through the eyes of the creature? But so he had some sort of confusion. Give me. I was chill. Now the jacket's warming me up. I'm gonna take off the jacket. So, I mean, we're getting stuff filled in, and like the knowledge and the lore of the world's definitely coming along, and I'm definitely liking the story so far. I just hope that we get to maybe get back to some of these areas. Now, what do we have to do? We have to speak with Charon. Who is Charon? Oh, okay. He's got a side quest. Okay, these are side quests. We'll pick up side quests first, I think.
You, newcomer. I need help.
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous.
It said 0 gil.
Thank
I should have
you.
read the other thing.
You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lost.
Okay, so obviously we're gonna get
Not
to
the
these
safest
areas.
place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming this is outside Lost Wing. It's where that vineyard was when we were headed towards Lost Wing, which I think is the city of other bears, free bears, which are slaves, right?
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions.
Is that all his quests
I
are
have
going to
3
be?
meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
I mean, okay, he's not going to give me any gil.
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
I was thinking like these little, not a fetch quest. What is it? What's the difference? So if it's a fetch quest is usually go get something and bring it back. What is it when it's
don't have enough
just
teams
take
to follow
something
every
somewhere?
lead.
Is it still considered a fetch quest? Delivery quest. I guess it would be a delivery, right?
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is.
Only if you let me have a
Courtesy of
chocobo.
Kenneth.
Hearty meal.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
Ah, there's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
If you could ride ostriches. Like, chocobos are just better ostriches. Why can't we have just chocobos? I would trade ostrich, like real ostriches, for chocobos any day of the week. The guy's name? Oh, that's Gav. I thought the person's name was Gnaw.
Back so soon? Fancied another kip in the cells, did you?
Kenneth sent me. He thought you might be hungry.
Just think about not giving him his mail after that.
He wasn't wrong. The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
No, I think
Duty
those are
told me
those
it
like
can't be much
cat
fun.
panthery creatures that have
It's
really,
not.
really long whiskers.
Sometimes folk need
They can
locking
shoot
up,
lightning.
and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
I didn't tell you to do that. I love it when a computer thinks it knows. It's like, I'm going to do this because I think I know better. I hate technology so much.
Could really do with a proper place to train.
Chicken.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for some wild Mickey berries.
You should speak to Master.
He's a sassy one, that one. I was hoping you'd give me a quest.
Can I help you? Kenneth sent me.
Ah, wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Is he sick?
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a Physica's immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very little time for anything else. Happily, Kenneth sees that I stay fed. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
in it for the gill. Apparently, I'm not getting any this time.
I think that's everyone. I better let Kenneth know.
Hey, I didn't touch you, you stupid
We're looking at
chicken.
half a dozen, maybe more.
Their bunks are made up. I can leave them already.
Ah, you're back. All done? Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
The hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself. You have your place too, of course, as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
Big quest. All right, so I just got experience. Oh, Gilbug. Sponsik does not get its name from his appearance. It can be traded for Gil. Okay. So it's like giving you a gold bar, basically. All right, we're gonna talk to Charon. We wanna. Well, we're all prepared to go and stuff. I want to see if we can get
What
the
do you
girl
want?
as our another travel
To say
partner.
farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank
The
that
black.
girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
I have blade. What? This is actually better than Stormcry. Really? I just made this though.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Off you go, then.
Let me see if I can upgrade this. Maybe I
And best
missed
of luck.
an opportunity
I should
to
probably say
upgrade
thank you
this.
to Gav too.
Why would they?
Well? What do you want?
Right there, you can just go straight to Stormcry, purple. I'm guessing that's unique or something. But I can go straight to the Gaia Blade, which is more powerful.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that should do you.
What do I currently have? I can't make it though. Do the battle chains.
No scratches, right? My best work, but it'll do. That it? Fine.
It doesn't make sense. So like there's like a unique item that you can get from defeating the person. And then right after they give you a sword that is pretty much better. That you can just via upgrading. It's not like why would I not just equip this? Other than the fact that the other one looks cooler, right? I'll just keep this for the moment.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Ooh, nice outfit.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Cool sword.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
Okay, so are we replacing her for Sid? I mean, Sid for her. I wonder how large the party's gonna get. At most. I was here. Now, that is the main quest. I would like to go here, though, first, because we want to go save that. I don't know why, for some... This is making me get the theme song to Game of Thrones in my head. Like, I really want to, like, okay, for me, the number game is strong with this one, right? Like, I like numbers get bigger. Pedigree, the pedigree's gone up, right? Yeah, I think it went up from 1 to 2. So it was 189. Yeah, 240. But why? Do they not have? What was that? What did they equip? Oh, okay. It feels like it should be the other way around. It feels like the Gaia Blade, the Stormcry should be in place of the Gaia Blade, but.
Someone's in trouble.
That was a strange yell. Kind of reminds me of,
Sick of trouble.
the Veneers and stuff remind me of Tucson. Camera's still doing that thing where it moves around with everything. I know I'm locked on. I'm not locked. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm locked on.
That's enough.
Cinematic.
It's over.
Enemy slain. Oh, I didn't even see her.
Are you hurt?
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect
There's no
itself.
place for a woman on her
And
own.
what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Full of poop.
Dark, rich, and fragrant. Right.
Means crap.
Well,
Stuff that's
you
full
should
of
hurry
crap.
back. Bohemil seemed worried enough that he might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
She's got me looking for dirt.
Soil, then. There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant?
Yes. Yeah, it really does remind me of Toussaint. I mean, that's only a good thing, too. I mean, it's not just a vineyard, but spiders.
That should be enough.
Mere person.
I better get it back to the hideaway.
Right, let's just bring up people. Alright, so it does look like we can revisit areas, which is nice. I was worried we were going to be cut out of areas once we... Am I going into any of these yet? I hope there's some more side quests that have more lengthy objectives and stuff, not just, you know, small save.
This isn't
I
the
like
first
Final
time I've
Fantasy
seen one of
12
these.
very much for
Perhaps I can
their
use them as waymarks.
larger little side quest stuff. I would like you to fast travel. That's what I want you to do. I thought they were meant to be used for... Oh, I can just travel from anywhere. Right? Oh, okay. I thought I had to go to the waymark. Maybe I just have to go to it for the first time to unlock it.
Come on, Clive. Let's go to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened that night.
Final Fantasy X is...
There you are.
I love all the creatures.
And
No, 12,
all
sorry.
safe and sound.
I love all the creatures. So many.
Well, yes, she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
Yes. Here.
Here's more about the soil.
Glorious! When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, With this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
But that's...
That's all right. It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay. Although, you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping?
I don't think so.
Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least.
More interested in the dirt than the cute girl.
I wish I could offer you some fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
We're gonna have like a little garden we can grow stuff on.
Really do with a proper place to trade.
Now we shall go to Phoenix Gate. He reads.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Brand did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
Like 6 degrees of
see.
separation. Wouldn't everyone be dead then?
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you. We should press on.
Oh, we finally get a nice open area, it looks like. Homecoming. Chapter, okay.
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Sorry, I just got out of the shower. Hair's all wacky. Wait, oh yeah, she doesn't have a mark, does she? She was taken by the Iron. Whatever. Ironborn. Not the Ironborn.
Look at the fuse on this one. Explains why there's a premium on materials.
Thews? They're using these ye old English words I don't understand. Look at that. Okay, so it's not like a large area, but we got some stuff to explore. Kind of makes me think of Final Fantasy 12. Had a lot of like areas, kind of like those connecting areas. Hello. That is a cool looking creature. I hit the circle. Oh, wait, circle not much. It's cool though.
Not this time.
I really wish I could switch characters.
My wounds, boy.
It'd be nice to be able to switch party members. I like to do that.
Get him, boy.
Cool if we could ride this thing. Oh.
Torgal.
Not expecting that.
Sick of Torgal. Don't let them get away. My wounds, boy.
Oh, I ain't. Is it back blood? Was it black blood or back blood? Item to pick up or a flower to pick or something. We got money off of a flower. Find that one. Okay, can she... Hello. We got some prawns. Pick up some lobster for dinner.
Stay down.
Actually, I need lobster or shrimp. Did I not kill this one? I thought I saw it.
Wait, it's over.
I don't like if I could launch you into the air. The game is gorgeous. Like the enemies look cool. I like it. There's plenty of variety so far. Pick them up.
Stay down.
I'm assuming she's face man. Why can't I just go into this little barn? Inside the door, there should be a little chest. I don't understand games that don't do that. Let me go in the little barn. A little chest. I hate it when it's like, oh, that's just far. Like, I don't know. It feels like what's a good example? It's dressing. I like it when I can actually explore things and not just be window dressing. That window dressing. That's good. Like I understand not being able to go in every single building or something for everything.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
This is thing toppled.
Oi! Stop and give me an hand.
Not a very nice way to ask for help.
You couldn't give me an hand, could you?
What a please. Is that in your diction?
Bloody bearer. Just when I thought my luck had changed.
Please.
Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help.
I'm confused. Are the branded
First
supposed
must
to...
have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. It was really late as it was.
They haven't been speaking different
I've got
languages
something
yet.
special
So.
needs delivering before the rest.
Don't
I
assume
dare not
it.
leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Is there going to be a clock? Or...
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks.
I don't have
Be
one.
off with you then. And don't go taking any detours on the way.
I guess I'll get a reward. Can you just take a chocobo though? Sealed crate. Oh. Wow. They better give me a chocobo. Final Fantasy 15 was like the best for chocobos. Just having that big open playground run around in. I haven't played it in a long time, but like I remember being able to. Oh, okay. But I remember just being able to dash around. I mean, being able to drive the car too was really cool. But yeah, I'm really. Ooh, hello. Who's ugly? Oh, Goblin Mugger. I thought it said Smuggler. For some reason, I am really getting in the mood for like shrimp or something. Any prawns on the screen?
Goblins.
I dodged again. Man, what is up with either my R1 button is bad or something? Like I'm hitting it. Hitting it. What is this? Okay, see, look, that time I got it. I'm I don't know if I have to be within a certain.
Not this time.
I'm there. Maybe I'm just hitting it a tad too late. I'm waiting too. Like. It feels like the hit. The hitbox on some of these attacks are like the hitboxes on some of the. feels like I'm fine. I think the window is just probably really Can you hit me from here?
Not this time. Too slow.
Or did he hit the... Dude, no.
A little help.
I'm thinking about... Maybe I'm going to try and see if I can switch buttons up. I'm accidentally switching. I'm using potions by accident.
That'll help. Not this time.
Two schools of steel save. Alright, I'm gonna see. So, system. No way. Main journal tab contains information on main story progress as well as current and completed side quests. Keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Let's go to controls. Can I button layout? Or layout? Can I switch? I cannot. Are you telling me I simply cannot map? Please tell me I can just map whatever I want to. They're custom. Custom. How do I change it? Oh, assign buttons. I want L1 is lock on. I want there, did it automatically switch? Cycle shortcut and pet commands. I think it did. I think it did. Okay, I think because I'll use the D-pad for commands and not accidentally hit the button to switch over to potions. But then I'll have to accidentally locking onto an enemy is not going to be a big deal, I think. What are you doing on my chest? We'll try this at least. I was gonna say, there's no way they don't have it so you can assign your own controller stuff. Like, am I playing back on console? The Whispering Waters. There's an area up here. Across the bridge. Oh, hello. Are you? You weren't. You weren't friendly. items. Bloody hide. Okay. See if there's any lootable stuff to get off you for boss fight. Boss fight. Boss fight. I mean, this is a boss fight area if I ever did see one. Figured as soon as I was out of combat, I was charged, but... I'm good. I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of side quest boss. Chunks of white rice. Rosarian Aqueduct. Are we right outside the main city? Are those the crystals behind the those pillars behind the crystal?
That's enough.
I wanted a downward thrust attack. Awesome. Level up. I wish they'd play the classic music on level up. I don't know why they don't. There's just no music unless you defeat a boss. Where's my classic music, man? I wonder if they can't use it anymore because it's so old, but I would assume they have the rights to it. Beastie boy. Nice if the camera doesn't like to lose. They moved away at the opportune time.
My wounds, boy. Keep your distance, boy. It's over. Give them all you've got, boy.
You know how easy it is to, to make one, but like just to design a sheath that actually allows your sword to go in from a side angle, so you can have a back sheath. And they always make us like they just make it clip through the sheath. I don't know why they do that. You could just have a slit in the thing. You could have I've seen several designs where you can have like they're more modern designs, to be honest, but you probably could have an older design where you could have a more older style looking design where it has a side go in, like a side. I don't know what you want to, but yeah. I've seen several designs before. The funny thing is, they don't even try to do what they do with Geralt and make like have him like go over the shoulder, kind of fake, have him slide in it. They just have him clip it right through the thing from the side. I mean, it's just a nitpick, but it's just, you know.
Get him!
Oh, I got it. Sometimes it slows down. I must be one check. But I think it's why it slows down. Imminent danger. Oh, there we go. I was too busy trying to lock onto him. The face is so weird, but also so cool. It makes me think of like the lines and stuff. I don't know, like an eldritch, like but it's like a snout. Like he doesn't really have a face; he just has a snout. Why do you have so much health? All the big power there. Well, I guess he does kind of have a little bit of a face, but it really does go into that snout. Super duper fast.
Here we are. Martha's Rest.
Should we avoid the Imperials? This is actually good for flying. Flying.
Don't let them get away!
And the game does look really good. It's got really nice fidelity. I wonder, I also got, I got this. It looks good on the PS4. I wonder how good it's going to look on the PC. I wonder how much better it's going to look. This Final Fantasy. Alright, it's making me want to play even more Final Fantasy. Really want to Unfortunately, they know what they got because Final Fantasy. I got Final Fantasy. It was also on sale for like it was like $3. So I'm like, okay, like weirdly enough, like it grows on. It really grows. Final Fantasy 13. I was really down because of the lack of exploration until the very end of the game, where all of a sudden all the exploration comes in. Like how really narrative driven it is and stuff. I just like I don't mind the narrative, but I don't like some of it's very boring. Like there's very long, sluggish moments.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon. You keep that sword in its sheath.
But on the years, for some reason, it kind of grew on me. I mean, I liked narrative stuff even when I was a kid. I liked like good stories. I used to play Legend of the Dragoon, which had a very long story. It was just all narrative, and it was, you know, an old PS1 game. For some reason, they kind of have a craving. Maybe it was because I think the main reason is because I was really hyped about it when I was a kid, Final Fantasy 13, and I had expectations that because I had played Final Fantasy 12 and that had tons of areas, like just tons of areas for you to go through, and it was much more open and much more paths and everything. I didn't even care that it was an open world. It wasn't the problem. It was just the fact that it was just so there was like just one pathway, just constantly one pathway. And finally, when it got like to the last third of the game, when it finally opened up and there was like this world for you to explore, it just wasn't enough. So I wish you got to explore more of Cocoon before. Like, I think that would have really helped the game if you got to really explore more of it, like the wild areas and outside the cities, and spend more time with your companions and stuff before you got to the. I can't remember Cocoon. I think Cocoon's the city, the moon area where they live, and I can't remember what the planet down below was called, but you got to explore more of the first planet that you're on. It really helped, but they really rushed that area. I think it was really the fact that they had two teams working on 13 and 13 was working on 15. I don't know how much it really took away from 13. I mean, sometimes you just have a story idea and it just doesn't work out, but like I said, it's grown on me. I like I like most of the characters from 13 though. Just yeah. And the world's interesting to me too.
Excellent.
I just think it didn't pay it like story. Pacing. That's what it is. Pacing. You could have you didn't just delve so hard into the narrative early on. A lot of people allow you kind of take your own pace, explore a little bit of the city or the planet and stuff in the beginning. What was this? Yellow. Why was it yellow though? I thought it was either money or some sort of. I'm always surprised that 13 was the one that got like, two successive video games though. I have no idea how it sold, to be honest. Maybe like I was a kid, pretty young. Well, not that young, you know. It's like that's it. I mean, I was younger, but like I was also maybe that also peeved me off because I loved Final Fantasy 12. Like. Maybe there was something I was like, why didn't Final Fantasy 12 get a sequel instead of like why did Final Fantasy 13 get two sequels instead of Final Fantasy 12 getting like a sequel in Final Fantasy but again in 12. would have loved to have gotten a sequel in 12's world where you get to play as Vaughn as a space pirate and stuff. Like they're like having Penelope. I think his name's. It's been such a long time since I played it. His side chick, the girl that his childhood friend, but two of them become like space pirates. They have their own airship. There's a lot of stuff you could have done with it. That one was great. I got my PS3. I had an old fat PS3 that got stolen, which I was devastated because I could play all my PS1 and PS2 games. And that got stolen. But I also got the PS3. And I got to play it on there. On my PS3, of course, until it got stolen, so I had to go back to my PS2. I would have gotten another PS3, but I was younger, and nowadays they cost way too much money. I think that you can't. I mean, I'm glad that they've been doing not remakes, but what's the word? What is the word? Like upgrades, you know? I guess they're not technically remakes. You know, but the re-release. Yeah, the re-releasing. The fact that you can't play your PS2 games on the PS4 is stupid. Infuriating. I have a huge library of PS3 games I cannot play. My other PS3 that I got, it's not physically broken. It's got a stupid patch. It's got the Bluetooth wireless Bluetooth on it. And, if you try to download an update, if you try to download an update in certain parts of the PlayStation down the place or whatever, it will constantly try to do it. It will update over and over and over again and be like, it'll be a death update. It's really weird. It's awesome. Frustrating. I have to reformat the hard drive and get it all set. I just haven't had time to do it. I'm hoping to do some retro gaming here in the future, so maybe I'll get it done. Maybe I'll just buy a new PS3. Not this time. Big boys. Oh, get him.
A little help.
It was not expected.
Get him! My wounds, boy!
Okay. I was hoping to get him before he run down the stomp. Wait, it is black blood. Alright, I think we cleared everything out here, unless... Did I go to Nash Pier? I think I did. We went all the way over there, right? We went all the way over there. What I love most about Final Fantasy XII is all the Final Fantasy XII is. I mean, Final Fantasy is not Final Fantasy without the airships. I really hope they bring some of the airships in. The Empire's got to have airships. I love like all the battle scenes. It feels very Star Wars-esque with all the battle scenes. Final Fantasy 12.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He's not one of ours. Look, he's with his master.
Okay, so they do think she's my master.
Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Oh, I misunderstood. So the chocobos knocked it over.
Right. He'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with him, if I know him.
Gizal greens?
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
That's how you were able to summon them in 15. The greens. Money. Give me money.
Good girl. You get some rest now. You barely...
I guess I need the items.
To step out your front door these days before you're set upon by beasts.
Yeah, I guess we need the items for upgrading stuff. Hold up. Okay, it looks like we will come out the city on the other side. That definitely looks like a path. There's items on the other side that I can see, so... There's a town over there, too.
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
He's looking at us odd.
Which stuff was for the Golden Stables again?
When he goes to Eastbourne, leave him in the park.
Here, has this thing always been glowing?
That's a funny, like, fourth wall break.
So much for all parts of the Empire being equal, if that's all the crystal they give us.
Oh, and it's not like any of us lowborn can afford a bearer anymore.
They're just like, oh, we can't afford a slave anymore. Poor us. Poor us. I am confused. So do they just like get all of their normal water? So I'm confused on a couple things. So there's the blight. I can understand. So the blight's like transforming the land. We haven't really got to see much of the effects of the blight. We saw the Marbleau or Morble. I call it Marbleau. the Morble and the goblins and stuff. So it looks like stuff's being turned into swampland and maybe some of the land's being poisoned. But it's not like... So it's easy to understand like a blight or something. Like in Dragon Age. That was called the blight, right? The marching of the monsters and stuff like that, I think was called the blight. That was more easy to understand. Like just that blight is easy to understand. Is it just kind of like everything becomes tainted? You can't drink the water. The land won't grow food. It becomes dark, like swamp, like literally corrodes the land and monsters move in. I wonder if that's what it is.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, all right? The bridge is down. If you're headed for Eastpool, you'll have to wait.
Yesterday.
Does this man even know what he's doing?
I mean, if that's the case. Okay, so it looks like we can go this way later. There's a dragon over there. Okay, so in the future, it looks like this is an area that we can go. All right, so we're finally getting to explore more like that, more big areas.
If it weren't for that mark, I'd be on you like a rash.
I was gonna say, it looks like a Curtis, and she is. So what is that? Is that a magic? These things on their hips, like these crystal things that they have. Like someone had something like this on their that they used earlier, and they poured like a drink out of it. Like they had a magic person like pour like a drink. I don't know if it was just water. Like, can they just make anything out of it? Can they make food? Can they make whatever?
You ain't pulled that sword from its scabbard in days. Come on, come inside.
I'll be happy to show you how well I wield my blade after my shift's over.
Wait, hold on.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and fresh.
So he's using it to do magic, but he's also not a bear. I'm confused who's a bear, because I thought the bears were just people who did magic. I guess not, because he's not a bear. He's not a slave. All the other ones were...
Thanks very much. Much obliged.
Come and have a look, don't be shy!
Fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
Where's this go? Okay, go down. Just ignore Martha then? I see more chocobos. Oh, dude, it's a green and blue? Green and blue?
Wish I had a bow to call my own.
I gotta see this chocobo. Are they gonna fight us? Are they friendly? It's called a bluebird. Oh no, why is it? No, don't attack! Don't attack! No! I just wanted to see your pretty colors. I'm trying to remember. Final Fantasy X is the one. I think Final Fantasy X is the one where you could like catch chocobos and bring them to like a racing thing or whatever. Dude, if they make it so you could catch chocobos to like be your mount or something. Oh. Megalo crabs. Oh, I feel so bad about that. No, I just wanted to see the pretty birdie. I don't know. I would think the wild chocobos, if anything, would be peaceful. All right, we're gonna go visit this lady, and then we're gonna come back down here. be honest, the combat is feeling much better than I thought it was going to. It's a nice little...
Give me fire!
It has a nice amount of stuff. I mean, it's not particularly like insane, but I like being able to switch back and forth. I like the moves they have. It's well thought out so far. You know, it's not mind bending, and it feels like it feels as if someone's taking turn-based combat, and because it doesn't feel like pure action, like it's not real action, like it's not intense combo-y stuff, but they've somehow taken turn-based combat and turned it into action. I don't know how else to explain it. Really. Ooh, turtle. But it doesn't like no, I remember playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I both like and dislike Final Fantasy VII, both, like, but that's mainly the story stuff. I really wish Final Fantasy VII had just a pure remake story-wise. It's mainly the story that bugs me, because I want to be able to play the original story. I never got to play the original story. I really want to play the original story. I like the fact that they changed it. I'm perfectly fine with them changing it and stuff, but I wish they had, like, you play through the original story, then you play like New Game Plus change story, or vice versa. There's like an alternate story for playthrough number 1, and then playthrough number 2 has the original story or something. But maybe, I don't know.
Fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts in.
I have a weird feeling about it. I both like it and dislike it, because I really just want to be able to play the original story. But the combat for that, it feels like they took that and went a tiny step further. It feels like it went like that, because that really has an interesting turn-based turn-based combat that really feels action-oriented. But then this, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like real action combat, to be honest. It somehow still feels like combat just still feels like, maybe it's just because it's more slower and methodical than most action games. Like, it doesn't feel like a Dark Souls style kind of action game combat. Yeah, I still like it though. I really want to try out this game though, called Expedition 33 or 34. I can't remember what it's called though. It's like this French game though, and it's turn-based.
Honest work building that.
I really wish Square would come out with a turn-based Final Fantasy again.
Not just selling out.
There's who's Ryu Gog Otaku. I can't remember their name, but the people that bring out the Like a Dragon series and stuff, they started doing some turn-based, and I really like that. Expedition, the new Expedition French game, I'm hearing getting good reviews and stuff. People really like that, so I don't think it's dead. I definitely don't think turn-based is dead, and I think there's more stuff you can do with it and really bring it up, like more modernize it and make it really cool and fun. And I really wish Square would go into that, would do that. Undressing greens of Gisil. Addressing, never down raw, lest bitter juices inspire violent retching and loose bowels. Avoid the fry pan, lest foul stink taint the iron, rendering it none better than slag, and by no means put to stew, lest the vapors over excite stabled. If suffer the fodder, one must first mix with 9 parts Drake's mint, 6 parts lemon peel, or 3 parts ginger root, and soak in honeyed wine for a quarter moon to lessen malodor. So apparently they are not good for humans, but apparently the Chobos like them. Martha Brooks, no sharps. Is that her full name? Following cheatery will be repaid with a swift boot to the arse. Mucking, stacking, packing, peeking, palming, foisting, fingering. Why do most of those sound like sexual acts? Like voyeurism. I was hoping for.
Think about pressing on.
All right. Just
See,
let
that's
me
what
get this
most of
down,
the time
mate.
they're like making drinks or. So is that like where they get their fresh, clean water most of the time or something? She's pretty.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks.
Why is it?
I did ask
wanna
our
go
carpenter
west.
to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
I want to go west, though.
To the marshes, then. Let's find that ladder.
Like, I'm assuming if it's called Eastpool, it heads east.
There he goes to Eastpool.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon.
Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
We're not alone.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming!
It's over.
lose.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn round. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away.
Again, we want to head west. I'm so confused.
The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, right? I'm supposed to be...
Don't make me turn
I
this
hear the
bridge
levels
around.
are due to go up again.
I will if I
Do you like
have
that?
to.
Oh, there's plenty more where that came from.
It was good, honest work.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Building bridges. Ooh. Ooh, it's like gold.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth. About why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer.
The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, he weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey?
Glaidemond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowwise Bay.
The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
That was extremely disturbing. But, I mean, let's just be honest. That's very, like... That was a great allegory for a... Whether intended or not, that's like a great allegory for abortion. Like... Like, you could just replace, like... You know, ever since I found out I was pregnant, I just wanted it gone, you know? The boy like, oh, wasn't that my brother? Or, you know, he wasn't my brother, right? No, you'll have a... It sounded like the dehumanization, like, so the Imperials, or the way the Imperials treat them, is like they're not even humans. But I'm confused, so they're... The bearers, I'm confused at what a bearer is. So it's not just a bearer isn't someone who just does magic, correct? Because there was a boy out in the street using a crystal. Or okay, I'm confused. So maybe you can use a crystal without having to do magic. Maybe a crystal allows anyone to do magic or use some form of magic. A bearer is somebody with innate magic ability or something. I'm not sure. I would have to... I'm active time lore. Oh, this is... Is there... I just want lore overall. I know the active time lore, which is a cool idea, but is there not just a lore book? What did I see? We're gonna have to figure it out, because I'm confused as to what a bearer is. It must be somebody with innate magic abilities. Because there was somebody out there using a crystal, right? So you must not need magic to use the crystals. And I'm assuming there's somebody with innate magic abilities. But the way they just dehumanized him, it sounded like it was so allegorical towards abortion. Like it sounded like she was talking about having an abortion, like a baby she didn't want, right? It was so disturbing. I mean, I've actually heard people talk about like the baby inside of a woman that way before, and it like almost like literally that way. Like it was almost it was really interesting. I wonder what they're trying to like do with the way they're. It's interesting. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but yeah. it was like almost 1 for 1. Well, not 1 for 1, but like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's what, yeah. So it seems, but I'm still confused as to what exactly a bearer is. I thought there was a lore page that all the lore would go to once I was like, once this this thing, I thought it would go somewhere once I was done, but like once I moved on to the next area, but I guess not. It goes away. I don't like that. I really wish these snippets, unless the main page, the home page, you know, the start menu has a lore. Look, okay, so this guy over here, this kid over here, is using a crystal, and people are carrying crystals on their hips. So you don't need magic ability to use the crystals. Otherwise, this kid would have to be a bearer. And I'm assuming if you're a bearer, which means I think has some sort of innate magic ability, you would automatically, the Imperials would take you away. And the way the woman was talking as her son, her child, was some inanimate object that she was disgusted with, right? Like, the way she was talking is just, you know, I mean, it could also like it easily also like someone who had like Down syndrome or something, which also people nowadays, as soon as they find out, like in I can't remember if it's Iceland. There's countries in Europe that as soon as they find out that your kid has Down syndromes or certain forms of retardation or certain forms of certain diseases, it will automatically, they force you to have an abortion. Well, okay, I will rephrase that. I don't know if it's a forced abortion, but I'm pretty sure. I would have to look into it more. I thought, but yes, they say, oh, your kid has Down syndrome. The doctor says you need to get this aborted. So either through very strong, for some reason, either the doctor says, yeah, it's medically necessary for you to get this aborted or something. Like, they basically have gotten rid of Downs people. And I can't remember. I thought it was Iceland, but it could be a different, like a Norwegian country. I'd have to check it out. But like, there's something like that. But it sounded like that, you know, like a group of. It's like slavery. It is. It's very dehumanizing. Which, like I said, it always makes me think of abortion and like preborn, like the unborn and stuff. But sorry, but I'm like, it both made me think of that, but also like like slavery and stuff. But it also it's got me confused as to what's going on with the crystals and what a bearer really is. Because like you can be born a bearer, like it is a thing. It's like being born black. So it's both innate. So it's gotta be innate. It's gotta be innate magic, and you don't need it. The crystals is what allow people to do without. So I wonder why they're not afraid of people using the crystals to do stuff like this, but then the bearer thing is. Because the one person we met that was a bear at the beginning of the game that had the mark on his face, he didn't seem like there was like, he didn't seem weird. Unless like, it's not like Dragon Age where you have to worry about demons popping out of them, as far as I know, or something. It kind of made sense why people were afraid of those. Unless the only thing I can think of is the fact that any bear with people with innate magic, you have to worry about them being they can be dominants. That's the only thing. So maybe I need to see. This is why I wish there was a lore page. So I like the active time lore thing. That's cool, but you need to then put the active time lore. You need to have a lore page that if you miss something or you didn't read it or you didn't like you missed it at the time. Like you were playing the game and you just didn't look at the active time lore because you weren't confused then or whatever. It needs to then go into a lore page because I am now confused. So, anyways, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. It's late. I need to get something to eat. then I will be off to do some stuff that I need to finish before bedtime. So thank you everybody that stopped in. Thanks for watching. New videos are going out on the YouTubes. I got the Dead Space playthrough coming out. We're going up on part 6, and part 6 is coming out soon. Dead Space 3. So Dead Space Remake, Dead Space 3 is slowly coming out. Final Fantasy is just starting to come out. So all those are slowly coming out. I've got shorts going out of like some of the fun action-packed, like me getting scared in Dead Space, or some of the fun parts and all that, and all that. So I'm really having an interesting time doing shorts. Having to work because a lot of things use AI and stuff for shorts and stuff like that. So I'm both having a fun time, interesting time. So we're having some success with the shorts, and people like watching some of the stuff via the shorts and all that. So, but check that stuff out if you're interested. I greatly appreciate it. Things have been going kind of okay, but if interested, go ahead and give us a subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And y'all have a good one. We might be back tomorrow if things work out to play with a friend of the channel and Dementia, who's been who's been hanging out with us back since Twitch, and play some Overwatch 2. So we'll just chill and play some Overwatch 2. And yeah, so y'all have a good one. Bye now.